What's going on, guys and gals? We're going to use CallRev to do a quick call review for Nick. Okay, right here we have the transcript and the Zoom call set up. I'm just going to press play to show you the functionality of the transcript. Sweet. So as the video goes on, right, you can do all different speeds and ultimately to move the transcript. Now, let's get over to the insights. And there was a whole bunch of them over here. I've already clicked them. What I like to do in this case is start with a general overview of the conversation. So I like to click the analysis first. So this covers the pain points, the goals, and the decision-making requirements. I'll cover a few here, right? So some of the pain points of the prospect is he got over leveraged and caught in a bad position when COVID hit. He had to sell off his real estate portfolio out of loss to clear debt, and he has not purchased a flip since 2019. He does not want to do cold calling by himself. He's tried doing it himself, but he's got burned on some bad deals, right? Those are some things to press into, right? And make sure we do deep probing on, right? So goals, wants to start wholesaling to generate deal flow and make commissions, looking to get back into real estate investing, need the blueprint to find distressed properties and motivated sellers, ideal to get a couple of properties per month for wholesaling, wants to build some connections and do some networking as well, right? Press into those goals. Decision-making requirements. These are the things that he needs in order to close, essentially. He needs confidence the program could work remotely and virtually, wants to verify the experience of past students, needs access to a community and forum of the wholesalers. He needs transparency on lead generation process and key metrics, and wants a step-by-step clear guide and blueprint to be able to implement into his business. So that gives a good idea of those general things. What I like to do next is why didn't this call close, right? So based off the transcript, we can see here. So we can ask more questions early on to understand the prospect's situation, goals, and decision-making process. This would have relieved the desire to speak to a referral sooner, right? Because that was ultimately the objection, more or less. You can also have referrals readily available and offer to connect the prospect to one. Don't require a deposit before providing a referral. So that to me sounds like it was very salesy, almost like with too much pressure. And that implies to me that maybe trust was the issue. So cool, next bullet here. So build more rapport and trust, go figure. By relating the prospect's background experiences, the prospect had a real estate and franchising background, so the rep could have connected more into that. Don't seem overly eager to close. Let the prospect guide the pacing and only push for a close when they seem fully ready to commit. So guide them into the close, not you pushing the close, right? So it seems like because we pushed so hard, we didn't develop enough trust. And because we didn't develop enough trust, he wasn't ready to buy. And why he wanted to speak to a referral and why he wanted to think about it and all sorts of different things. Get clarity on the prospect's budget and willingness to invest upfront before presenting any sort of pricing. That's really important, right? That could be done inside a discovery. Don't reduce pricing without permission. Hold your pricing firm. Maybe offer payment plans or financing if needed, if necessary. Once you've kind of figured out, like, they need some sort of payment plan, like in order to be able to do this. So cool. That is just the why didn't this call close, more or less, as far as insight is concerned within CallRev. Let's go to objections. It seems like that is the problem here. So during the discovery phase, right, we could concern about getting referrals to talk to somebody before joining the program. So if that was in the discovery phase, we should conquer that pretty fast in the discovery phase. Prospect wanted to vet the program by talking to past students about their experiences. This indicates some skepticism about the credibility of the program and testimonials. To address this, the sales rep could proactively offer contact information for past students who would be more than willing to share their experiences. Having candid stories from real students could help prospects feel more assured. So you can tell a story if you can't actually give them access. So that's super important. Uncertainty about how to source deals virtually and remotely. The prospect was unclear on how he could do wholesale real estate deals virtually without being local. The sales rep did a decent job explaining how virtual wholesaling works, but he could have provided more examples of successful virtual students and testimony to increase credibility. So if you didn't do that, there's your feedback, right? So it sounds like that's really important. Building trust is really important. And if you don't build trust, you can't, and relate to the prospect and connect with the prospect at a deep level, you can't close the deal at the end. That's the feedback from CallRev. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you. Thanks, brother.